They are readied up in the Speedruns Live chat. This race is about to get underway. Get hyped!
Oh, I am hype, Ryu, and this is going to be an awesome match. We saw Elminster make some incredible plays in the last game, finding Speed Booster at X-Ray, doing some daring tactics, damage boosting off of waivers in the pre-X-Ray room, and then heading over to Waterway to get that gravity suit. See if he goes for some wild and crazy gambles. But WildAnaconda has, the #1 seed in this tournament, so I'm sure we're gonna see some plays from him too, and we certainly did. He was doing some suitless Meridia, but unfortunately for him, that was not really required in that last race.
So, if the last race was any indication, we are going to see amazing execution by both of the runners. But, as we say in the Army, the enemy gets a vote, and the game gets a vote here, as we saw last round, particularly in the X-Ray room, WildAnaconda69 not being able to damage boost through it properly. That was probably the deciding factor of the last race.
It was very significant. So what do you want to see in this race, in game 2 here, Ryu?
You know what? I don't care as long as we see a good close race between these two, but I'm always for Variat Shacktool, man.
Oh, I'm down too. All right, so Wild getting that morph, Elm morph, first try, very nicely done. Both of these guys knowing what they're doing. We've got some power bombs early yet again. Not gonna mess around with Billy Mays here.
Nah. But wait, there's more! No, don't go away! Oh, darn it. Alright, so we got regular missiles and power bombs. Let us see what is under Mother Brain's pedestal, and we will see if either one of our runners decides to do early Brinstar over here. Nope, Wild does the same thing he did last game. He's just going to take the elevator straight up, and just like last game, Elm is going to break the wall here.
Paid off with some supers early on, and it does again in this seed.
And Elm says, nope, I'm not going to do early Brinstar because I won the last game. Without doing it, I'm going to stick with what won the last game. Just regular missiles under Mother Brain's pedestal, so...
And last time we also saw Wild go up to the gauntlet with only 5 power bombs, knowing that he could get soft lock there, but getting some important intel. See if he decides to do that again. That could be a pretty cool play once more.
It was extremely important intel last game because it was the ice beam. So...
Right, but with him being a game down, I think he's going to be calculating many of his decisions.
Agreed.
A lot more. So he's going to have to think about if the gamble's worth it. Knowing that you can't really escape from Gauntlet unless you find a couple of important items.
Of course, if this is screw attack here at Bomb, then it makes the decision to go to Gauntlet pretty easy.
Absolutely.
It's an energy tank.
Why, oh why?
It doesn't quite get to the why part until they got more than 7 or 8 energy tanks.
True. They're going to be grabbing every tank they can right now, but no major items so far.
Oh, but they got the morph ball. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so Wild is going up to Gauntlet again. He liked his play last time. It was a good play. It's just something else stumped him up later on. And I think Elm is going to head towards Terminator.
And this is already playing out exactly like it did last game. You've got to think that Wild is saying, you know what? I played my game the way I wanted to play it last time. It didn't work out because I didn't get through X-Ray as well as I wanted to. If if he had gotten that last game, it would have been a hell of a lot closer race. So maybe Wild's just saying, you know what? I'm going to play my game. I'm not going to change things up just because I lost the first round. I'm going to continue playing this the way I want to play it.
And it looks like Elm is switching up some strategies here. He went over towards the Terminator item, and I think he might be making an early play on Wreck Ship. We do have a wave beam here. Interesting at the gauntlet.
But Wild says, nope, I don't have enough power beams to get at, or power bombs to get out of here. So, all right, that's some intel.
This could be a huge play for Elm, doing this early Wreck Ship gamble. He has all the ammo he needs to get it done, so why not? And he's got grapple to get across the moat very easily. He doesn't have to worry about CWJ at all, although I'm sure he's well versed in how to accomplish that.
Yeah, I gotta think though. I mean, anybody who watched SGDQ this year got to be worried about early Fantoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Elm falling down even with gravity.
He realizes, you know what? I can just get the ocean item here, and super missiles aren't so bad.
No, not at all. Meanwhile, Wild doesn't look like he's going to make the same gamble that Elm is. He's going to stick with your standard rando strats here. Elm, you can't fault him. You know what? He's up a game against the #1 seed in the tournament, and if this works out for him, it could be huge and be very similar to the previous game. He can afford to take these gambles being up one game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is actually a really strong play from Elm, considering his position. I really like what he's doing here, mixing it up.
Well, Wild finding some more ammo and just an energy tank here at Brinstar Reserve. All right, here it is. Everybody, but Elminster is going to Fantoon with no suit, 2 energy tanks, and a limited amount of ammo. This is gutsy, to say the least.
But it could pay off big time. We are less than 8 minutes in, and he is fighting Fantoon. This is pretty incredible. Wild did snag some more power bombs. He should be pretty fine on his bomb count, which is good. He's heading down to Anacon's E-Tank.
All right, Elm doing a great job against Fantoon so far.
There's Charge Beam for Wild.
Oh, that's amazing intel too, because Wild, now that he has charge, knows that he doesn't need to search for more than, say, 30 super missiles.
Exactly. It'd be nice to pick up some more beams with it, but
yeah,
that's all you need, really, in terms of DPS.
And Elm takes out Fantoon with, look at all the energy he has left. That's before all of Fantoon's drops. Just a fantastic Fantoon fight.
Beautifully done. And we're going to see what's at these right side Wreck Ship Supers, which will be another major item here.
Wild heading over to Big Pink Energy Tank here.
A little low on Supers. Hopefully he hits this trick pretty quick. And he does. First try. Very nice.
Indeed. See what items are in. Oh, Varia! Wild finds the Varia. That is not as huge as it could be, because that's a spot that Elm is going to check. But at this point, the timing could be crucial.
Compared to that reserve that Elm picked up,
yeah.
I think it's slightly better.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
without a doubt.
And that could persuade Wild to head towards...
Oh, and
More
high
fair.
jumps.
Ooh, nice items here in pink. Brinstar, very nice. Throwing him off, though. He's having a little trouble with that high jump being on. And with grapple, I expect Wild to head straight to X-Ray after this green pipe
Agreed.
item. Yep.
We got to see if this wreck ship gamble is going to pay off, though, for Elm. There's still a couple major items he can get here that could be a very nice payoff. But he's going to have to. So they got one more power bomb to try and get it. He doesn't get it. This is going to be tough. He resets.
Save. He did hit
Yeah.
save, yeah. So he should be fine.
Wild not quite setting that power bomb correctly, but gets through. And just as you predicted, Alucard, he is heading for X-Ray.
He does have Varia, so it's a lot of damage mitigation in here. Plus, you know, grapple just gets you right through. So no big deal. Elm's deciding to just kind of give up on the wreck ship energy tank location and just head on through.
Oh my god! Plasma charge and plasma for Wild. Wow.
That is really incredible.
Oh,
I think Wild might be an ice beam away from go mode here.
I agree. Just wow. So far, knock wood, not to commentators curse anything, but this time it looks like Wild who can't make a bad decision in the beginning of the game.
That's right. Yeah, he is going exactly where the value is.
There's Spazer for Elminster. I mean, come on, don't we all want Spazer?
Plasma versus Spazer. I wonder which one came out ahead. Definitely a gutsy move from Elm. I mean, he has still killed Fantoon, so that's good progress for him. But he's
Absolutely.
delayed getting pretty much all the value.
And bombs for Wild.
You can see Elm is actually struggling with his power bomb count right now.
He is, indeed. I don't know that he's going to be able to fully explore this next section he's going into because he doesn't have but one power bomb.
Yeah, but he did check the major and found that it was Phaser, so he could just grab the gravity item.
That's true.
And then just leave. Yep.
Time to go bowling. You mean he's not gonna run up there and get Spazer? Why not, man?
Hey, if you can find if he gets speed booster at gravity, then maybe I guess he can go for it. But he does need some bombs if he wants to make that happen.
Meanwhile, Wild making a beeline for Kraid.
It will be interesting if Elm does find speed here, though. That would be a pretty nice advantage.
Yeah. Speed or gravity are probably the only two things he can really hope for right here. And it's just an E-tank.
As you said, Wild is going to the right places right now. Leaving wreck ship for later, definitely a solid play. You gotta
respect the gutsy call though by Elminster. I mean, like we were saying earlier, he's up one game on the #1 seed. If that had worked out, if there had been something there, say charge beam or gravity suit or speed booster, like you were talking about, that would have been a brilliant move and would have given him a significant advantage. Unfortunately, it's just like playing poker, man. You can beat your opponent all the day long, but you can never beat the cards.
Absolutely. Elm needs to get a few more power bombs. I guess he'll farm these caterpillars down here. Hopefully he's not just completely skipping Brinstar, because that could be a big problem. That is a play you can make in this game. You don't see it very often, but you can skip the entirety of Brinstar if you want, if you get the right item combination. Great E-Tank.
Why?
Why, oh why?
Gotta wonder at this point if Elm might be a little mentally guard broken at this point.
I mean, he does have Fantune down. I mean, that's the one benefit that he
That's
has.
true.
The problem is he just really didn't get anything out of it.
Right.
Maybe if the wreck ship E-Tank had paid off, that could have been good for him, but he wasn't able to actually get there. Wild having a little trouble here.
Yeah, exactly. Uncharacteristic of Wild missing a mock ball. That I did not expect to see that.
And there it is, the Brinstar skip. Maybe Elm's just popping in here first.
Yeah. See if he's got grapple, so he's gonna make it over there and pick up a nice present over here. Lots of worth at X-ray in the randomizer.
Absolutely, you got to go a little bit out of your way to do it. And if you don't have grapple or space jump, it can be a bit treacherous. But man, does it pay off when it pays off?
Indeed. So Elm probably thinking, now I finally found something. It's got the plasma beam, which not required, but definitely something that you want to have.
But we know he skipped over Varia, and he skipped over Charge Beam if he decides not to go to Brinstar at all.
Mm-hmm. I hate to see that happen, but that is the nature of Randomizer, and as I said last game, that's why we do 2 out of 3 games. X-ray scope for Wild Anaconda at Vanilla High Jump Boots location. He's got charge and plasma, so wow, finding X-ray scope is it's just like butter.
Looks like Wild is going to delve deeper into Norfair. This is pretty awesome in his position because he also has, those high jump boots, which he can use to get to lower Norfair right now. So he can just take care of Norfair entirely at the moment.
Can't imagine why he wouldn't.
Yeah, and if he does find Ice Beam, he is actually in go mode because he can do Suitless Viridia, as we've seen him do.
As we saw. Over here to Bubble Mountain Reserve, and let us see what is here today. It is an E-Tank. Not certain why Wild would turn his nose up at an energy tank at this point of the game.
I'm a little bit surprised, but knowing Wild, I'm not at the same time. Right. He does not like picking up unnecessary items, and so he's probably thinking, I lost that first game. I have got to book it. I'm going to skip as much as I can and just get what's necessary for me. Right now, I'm looking for Ice Beam or Speed Booster and Gravity, so I can actually make it through the room before Batoon, because that's really what he needs right now to finish this up.
Well, there's the magic number 15 for power bombs. So if he doesn't find ice, he's okay. And space jump.
Definitely convenient for lower Norfair.
Without a doubt. Alright, and this time both of our runners take out Kraid without triggering the stand-up glitch, so good job to both of them this time. First game, Kraid stood up on both of them. This time, he goes down without standing up.
I got a little warm-up.
That's right. So where is that Trixie gravity suit and speed booster? A speed booster isn't necessarily required. Neither is gravity, but you know both of our runners are going to be looking for it.
Absolutely. And since they do, or I guess Wild has high jump, they have access to high jump. It can be in lower Norfair.
And Wild getting Spring Ball after his suitless Meridia last time, he's like, nope, I am not leaving Spring Ball.
Spring Ball! Absolutely amazing item.
Well, particularly for suitless Meridia, if he has to do it again, which, you know, again, the game will never force you to do it, but Wild saying, "I can move just as fast as that moving platform with space jump."
We know that this is not going to end very well for Elm, sadly.
No.
He is, without a suit, going into Norfair, going to have to deal with a bunch of hell runs if he wants to continue. He's going to get X-Ray, which is fine, but he doesn't even have charge right now, so it hurts. Here comes the lava dive.
Yeah, Wild with the lava dive. This time he has high jump boots, so a little bit easier, but still tricky, as you see. That energy is slowly going down. He's got it.
Easy every time, I guess. First try!
That's right. Elm with the safety save. Not a bad idea, considering he's going to be doing some hell runs.
And we will likely see Wild head to Screw Attack again. Need to find a way to get through the room before Batoon.
Wild having a little bit of trouble with the gate glitch here.
Oh dear.
Last super missile. Oh no!
That is bad news for Wild. Oh goodness. Guess he is not getting the item at Screw Attack. He needs to watch his health too. He is not in a good position right now.
No, he's not, and I don't believe Wild has ever made a safety save.
He is not. I hope he takes it slow through these rooms and kill these pirates, because he really needs to be careful here.
Well,
this
luckily
is called
he
the
has
worst
plasma.
room in the game. Yeah, in charge.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elm has started his hell runs, so went over to Vanilla Ice location. Ice, baby.
Alright, Wild makes it through the worst room in the game pretty easily there. All he's got to do, he does have the farming beam, so...
I really hope he checks the Firefly E-Tank, but he's not. He's going for it. These Key Hunters do a lot of damage. Oh, he's going back? Oh, he needs a super!
Yep.
He's farming for a super. Oh god, Wild, please!
No.
Please, Wild!
Oh god, no.
My heart!
I can't take it!
Oh god.
Oh my god! Not the Key Hunters! Come on, man! Please don't let the Key Hunters get you, bro.
They're the things that actually can drop the supers, so that's why he's going for them.
Yeah.
But please just go to the Firefly E-Tank and get it if it's an E-Tank. Please! Please, Wild, please.
Oh no, not the Key Hunters again. I know that they have the highest chance to drop the super missiles, but the man has not saved.
There's a save right here if he wants it, but he's not going for it.
Alright, Elminster as well, though. Elm has made a safety save, but he is in a little bit of danger too.
And he's in no position to go down to Lower Norfair, so he's still in a lot of trouble. But we may see him make a play on Croc after just farming up a bit here in Bubble Mountain.
Alright, Wild gonna... Oh, why?
Why, oh why? That's rough.
And, you know, both of our runners are in a bit of a rough place at the same time, though in different areas, but they are both in a position where they need to farm for some health and some ammo. Elm running low on power bombs.
Still no super missiles for Wild. He's trying his hardest. He could actually use X-ray to, like, X-ray buffer through these enemies. Might actually be more efficient.
Alright, so Elm has made it to the farming spot. He should be okay here.
Yeah, he looks to be fine. There's a power bomb from a key hunter. That's unfortunate. There it is. Finally got his super.
Now he can open that door.
Now he'll be able to open the door, but he needs to get through the room first. His health is still very low right now, and the Wastelands room is not trivial.
No, not at all. And he does have Varia, but these Desigigas here can pack a punch. Gets through them, but he's gonna check the miner over here, hoping that it's super missiles. It is!
That's definitely gonna help.
Yeah.
Wish he had that just a little bit ago. Honestly, he could have been better off, like, going further and looking for, like, a super missile pack.
Yeah.
If he had gone towards,
Oh no! Elm!
No!
Taking the death in speed room. Now he had made a safety save. I don't remember how far back it was though.
Yeah, it looks like it was actually earlier on.
Oh,
I don't think he's been over to ice yet.
No.
Which is where he got an E-tank. Yep, that door is green still. And here comes the Ridley fight for Wild. Should be his revenge. That charged plasma.
Now it does take double the shots of charged plasma as it would super missiles, but at this point, I think Wild's willing to take that risk. He has Varia. He is a little low on health, but
yeah, he is going to take a little bit more damage not having gravity. Just be really careful here.
And Elm taking another death. This is the risk you run with hell runs. You got to think maybe he's going to say, you know what? Let me go up to Brinstar and maybe farm some items before I try and do these hell runs.
Wild is at 83 health right now. Wild, please. This could be huge for Elm.
Wild,
to bring him back in the game.
Yeah, I do not recall seeing Wild save at all yet. Oh my god, this is... Oh! Screw attack saved him there. Or pseudo screw.
I think Ridley is dead. I really do. Oh my god, Wild.
Oh! No! The tail! The tail hit him. Ridley was swooping down to pick him up. Ridley was dead. Oh my!
Wow. Unbelievable.
I am almost certain Ridley was dead. I mean, you can't. Words cannot describe this clearly because neither neither Alucard nor I, as loquacious as we are, could speak there for a minute.
Absolutely not. This is crazy. I mean, he had such a huge advantage. He was miles ahead of Elm in terms of progression. All he needed to do was save before Ridley, and he missed that opportunity. And that's tragic.
Yeah, that's absolutely tragic.
And
Wild
it looks like he has forfeited from the race. Yep.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. As long as Elminster finishes this run, that is it. He has knocked off the #1 seed of the tournament and will advance in the winner's bracket. Wild will, though losing, will go down to the loser's bracket. And just wow. I don't think anyone ever expected Wild to be in the loser's bracket of this tournament.
It's definitely an upset, but Elminster has performed really well and consistently early on in this tournament, so it's not as big of a surprise as you think. Like, he's been playing really well. He's been getting some of the top times in the tournament, so props to him. And he's sticking it out. I mean, honestly, it might have still been kind of close if Wild had like a save somewhere early on, but I don't think he does. He might have one at the ship early.
Yeah, he has one at the ship before he hit Gauntlet, but that was so far back as to essentially be a restart.
But at this point, Elm has high jump. He has various suit. If he heads up towards the Edacoons, he's gonna have Charge Beam, but it looks like he's maybe electing not to do that. Because now he can, really fully explore Norfair.
But yeah, I hate to say I've foreshadowed it, but like I am famous for saying in this game, Super Metroid can and will kill you at any time, and that happened. WildAnaconda69 has killed Ridley hundreds of times.
Oh, thousands.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And man, that is probably the worst way. So, in case there's anybody that doesn't understand how the Ridley fight works, Ridley does have a set amount of health. However, he can stay alive for a little while after that health has been reduced to 0 or less. And he can still hit you while he's in his death throes. So Ridley will swoop down, try to pick you up before he dies in his explosion of fire. I am almost certain that Ridley was dead when he swooped in to pick up Samus to go into the death animation, but the hitbox on his tail was still active, hitting WildAnaconda for the last bit of health, and died and killing Wild before Ridley went into the death animation. Oh my.
That was absolutely crazy. And I mean, he definitely had some opportunities to farm. Like, he could have farmed right before Ridley. He could have picked up more of those E-tanks that we saw him skip. This is partially just his risky playstyle. He could have saved, and he would have been right back there at Ridley. But due to his kind of risky playstyle, it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah. Man, but he had it though. I cannot imagine what how Wild is feeling right now, but knowing that I'm sure he knows, just like we know, that he had that fight won.
Absolutely. Well,
So-
Elm is continuing on, and he has collected Space Jump. He does know that Wild has, if he's looking at the Speedruns Live race channel, he'll know that Wild has forfeited, so he knows he can kind of go slow and steady, and as long as he completes the run, this game is his.
That's right.
It looks
Oh,
like he's
nice
being
grab
thorough.
there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, missing the zoomer there, or the waiver, whatever they're called.
I call them flying clams, but most people call them waivers, I guess.
Yeah. I was about to say, Elm, your opponent's forfeited. Get the dang energy tank.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Don't do the same thing Wild did.
Exactly. So yeah, if anything were to happen where Elm would forfeit, then it would be a wash. That's why Elm has to finish the race. I think that's only fair.
And it's interesting, we actually haven't found Gravity yet, or Ice Beam, or Speed Booster. Really important items. And Elminster did skip over Charge Beam, so he's probably going to be checking a lot more minor items here.
He does not have Charge Beam. He has not found it yet. I am so distraught over what just happened to Wild that I forget where in the heck Charge Beam was.
It was at Edicoon's E-Tank.
That's right.
And with Elm's super missile count, I think we are going to be able to see what is at GT or Screw Attack, very likely. Elm realizing, oh, I don't have Speed Booster or Gravity to do this Lava Spark. And I don't need to turn off Speed Booster to get the Bounce Ball, because I don't have Speed Booster. I'm just gonna go in here and I'm gonna knock this out.
And he makes it. I always hold my breath there because that is such hard timing. The runners here are so good that they make that look easy, but it is fiendishly difficult.
It's really tricky if you're trying it out or learning it for the first time, but yeah, these guys know what they're doing. They knock it out pretty quick.
Yes, to answer the question in the chat, yes, high jump boots helps immensely. It can be done without high jump boots, but it's
First try, wow.
Yeah. Alucard, would you say that high jumpless lava dive is the hardest trick in the game?
Hardest trick in the game. That's hard to say. That's hardest trick in the game, but it's definitely a difficult one. I don't think it's the hardest trick in the game, like Metroid Skip or like Full Halfy, like those are, or like Plasma Spark, those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think of when I think of hardest trick in the game, and even those might not be the hardest trick in the game. There's some crazy things you can do in this game. Reverse Slinky. There you go.
Goes down the stairs, a loner in pairs. Hardest trick in the game is picking the hardest trick in the game. Ah, that's true.
And the hardest trick in the game can be different for different players.
That's true.
Like some players really excel at wall jumping. Like some players are just insanely good at wall jumping. Some players are insanely good at doing full halfie, or like.
All right, so Elm has 30 supers, but if you'll notice, he does not have charge beam. You got to think he's gonna save. Please tell me he's going to save.
Well, he's definitely picking up this reserve. It's like, I'm not taking any gambles here. Getting everything I can. Maybe we'll see 100% run from him.
There's the save.
No reason not to at this point. He can take his time. And it's just a good thing to do when you don't have gravity in Lower Norfair. Everything's hitting like a truck. And, you know, your mobility is reduced significantly, especially like early on when you're going through Amphitheater. It can be just brutal.
So yeah, Alucard, this is Super Metroid. It's a nice little exhibition by Elminster.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had an exciting race here early on. Like, Wild was off to an incredible start, and Elm made a really crazy gamble that you don't see very often.
No.
Rinstar Skip is a gamble that you can make, and he went for it. It did not pay off for him. Wild did make some big errors, and now we have an exhibition match.
I don't know if is Elminster forgetting that he has the farm beam.
I guess he is, but he's going on into the Ridley fight. He's got enough ammo to make it happen, so he's good to go. No charge. Ridley's shaking that tail all over the place right now. Man, Ridley wants a piece of these
needs
guys.
some darn revenge.
Wow, he is still going. There
See, that is it right there. That is exactly what we were talking about earlier. How Ridley swoops down to pick you up, but the hitbox on that tail never stops.
It can be relentless, man. Relentless.
And there's the screw attack.
Wow.
She slices, she dices. It is the screw attack. That would have been nice earlier. Yeah. Alright, so Elm only has Dragon left, but he is missing both the gravity suit, not necessarily required. The charge beam is required unless he gets sufficient ammo. So
The other thing he needs, in addition to gravity suit, is speed booster, or he can get ice beam somewhere, and that'll be fine. Why is he skipping that?
I do not know, because he has no intel on where ice beam is.
That's right. I imagine he's gonna go back to Brinstar or something. I don't know where he's gonna head from here. I guess Croc's gotta have something, I think.
That's true, yeah.
I think based on our information right now, Croc has to have something that progresses these guys through Meridia. It's gotta be like ice or gravity.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, that's right, because gravity can be at Mama Turtle, so...
Right, but they don't have the tools they need to get there at the moment.
Right. And he skips the supers again. You're not racing anymore, really, Elm. Just get the supers, man.
I guess he's just thinking, I'll just hit up all the major item locations because I can take all the time in the world. I don't know. Maybe that's
a
his
fair point. Just make it 100%.
Elminster does need Ice Beam, or he needs a combination of Gravity and Speed Booster to make it through the room before Batwoon. Or he can do some fancy Crystal Flash clipping that is very difficult to pull off, but he could do that.
Well, as long as he remembers to save, he can try whatever crazy strategy he wants at this point. If he wants to do the Crystal Flash swag, he can do it.
Power bombing Crocomire. Having a little fun. Well, Crocomire will charge at you if you power bomb him. If you lay a few power bombs, he'll just knock you straight into the wall of spikes. He knows he can have a little fun here. Another fun thing you can do with that grapple beam is you could grab onto Croc's arms and like separate his arms from his body. It's pretty funny when you see it.
You know, with all the censoring that Nintendo did back in the day, no blood, but we can show a creature's skin literally melting off of its skeleton in lava, and that's okay.
I don't know, I think a lot of the enemies in this game can be pretty scary for kids, I would say. Like, a giant eyeball, a giant dinosaur-looking thing, like a dragon, bony kind of dragon thing. I think Super Metroid got overlooked a little bit, which is good.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We have Ice Beam. Nice.
Time for some suitless Meridia. Hope you guys are excited. So that's not quite go mode for Elminster because he doesn't have the ammo or charge beam. But he will be able to defeat all the bosses at this point.
All right.
All the 4 major bosses. I actually wonder what would have happened if Wild had just reset here. I know Elm has been kind of taking things slow and chill, but I really wonder, because Elm hadn't even found Varia or High Jump when Wild died.
And Wild had all of that intel at his fingertips, knowing exactly where some of the best stuff was. Exactly.
Precisely.
Is Elm intentionally messing with chat? C'est possible.
He can do whatever he likes. He can take his time.
Yeah, he can take his sweet time now.
And in theory, Wild can come back at any time.
But no, he already forfeited.
You can unforfeit from
really
the race in theory. I mean, like, he's still 50-something minutes behind.
Right,
but,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, here we are, Suitless Meridia.
Yeah, he missed that gravity jump up there off the tube, but he will be able to get up here on the using the crab and the fish.
Chad saying you should finish the game in 4 hours, 59 minutes. In case anyone doesn't know, there's a 5-hour time limit, so...
I think he's gonna smash that into the ground.
Yeah, probably.
But he could troll us all.
He could. Like we said, he can do whatever the heck he wants to right about now.
Pretty much. A very comfortable position.
Yeah. So, where all can gravity be in Meridia? I know it can be at Mama Turtle, but there's a couple other places it can be as well.
It can be at the Botwoon E-Tank, so you can take out Botwoon and then actually get the E-Tank there, and that can be gravity. Or it can be at Meridia Reserve, which can be a little bit of a challenge. You have to do some underwater wall jumping to get yourself through there. Oh no! Elm missed the Mama Turtle spot, so he's gonna have to go all the way back around.
Oh, noes. Unless he did that on purpose.
Elm, please.
Some precise setups you have to have here to be able to make it up without the gravity suit.
Yeah, especially for that jump where it was comboing like the crab and the fish together. You have to position them in the right places in order to make that easy. And it's not even that easy. Oh, is he skipping Mama Turtle? What are you doing, Elm? Where are you going? Oh, I think he wants to take the other door.
It's so slow.
It is, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's like 10 times slower.
Well, if you don't know what you're doing, it's next to impossible.
Pretty much. So it's pretty incredible to see these guys do this.
Yeah, because in the water without gravity suit, you can barely jump. Actually, trying to wall jump in water pretty much pushes you downward faster.
If gravity is at Meridia Reserve, we might actually see that too.
Again, he makes these jumps and, you know, freezes these enemies, and it looks so easy. It's not.
Oh, and there's those grapple jumps from Elm. Really nicely done. Awesome
Very nice.
job. Now the question is he going to check the sand pit? I think he'll probably go kill Botwoon first. Because you're already kind of up here. You've already made... Like, the hardest part about Suitless Meridia is you're just going, like, upwards.
Yeah.
Coming back down isn't too bad. When you're going up, it's just a pain. So we might see him go kill Botwoon first. Thing is, his ammo count is abysmal right now.
Yeah.
For that fight. So he needs to go farm first, and I think that's what he's gonna go do.
Yeah, he's got the farm beam out, but wouldn't that be a kick in the pants, right? If all of a sudden Elminster gets soft locked at Botwoon?
Oh my god. He opened the save door, so hopefully he'll go save. He has some other backup saves. But yeah, he looks like he wants to go farm. He's going over to the farm room.
No, I agree. But he's just got to get up there first. Like I said, I wasn't questioning whether or not he was going to go farm. I was just saying, wouldn't that be odd if he...
It definitely would. It definitely would. And here he goes.
And there's the farm beam.
He has so many max supers, and he's getting no love. There we go.
Alright, that should be plenty of ammo for Botwoon.
And he's doing a safety save. Good plan.
Yep.
Alright, so grapple jump up here. And then you can get up to Botwoon. These tricks are not easy to do unless you've practiced and done them a bunch. Looks like he's got it.
You made it. Very nicely done. Elminster's timer is getting out of hand.
It's approaching the hour mark. It's the hour mark.
Oh, there we go. And so once he reaches this stage in the Batoon fight, Batoon will not stop and just stick his head out anymore.
He really needs to hit these last few missiles here.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's getting close. It's starting to get me worried, but he's fine. Now, will this be gravity, or is it in the sand pit? Those are the only two places it can be.
Ooh, speed booster.
Just kidding! Gravity can now be... Gravity can now be... I mean, we know it's not at Wreck Ship Reserve, but it can now be in Waterway. Go back.
Go all the way back. To where you found it last game.
That's right. I mean, he should have known that. And what's cool is that the credits will tell us if he doesn't actually get it or whatever. Looks like he's pressing on, so he's probably going to be doing... How is he going to get out of here? Oh, he has Spring Ball. He's got Spring Ball. He should be fine. He's got Grapple and Spring Ball. That's all he needs.
Yep. Are we going to see some fried shrimp today?
We might, although... I guess he has to be kind of careful with his energy if he's going to do the grapple jumps up here. Because that turret just drains your health. So hopefully he's practiced the grapple jump. Because this one's a bit trickier if you're grapple jumping off the turret.
Yeah, chat says he's got X-ray. It's going to be microwave shrimp. Got to have charge beam, don't you?
Yep. Yes, sir.
To use
and that is over at the Anacoons. Pretty much across the map from where he is right now. Not going to be seeing any of that.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful quick kill.
Alright, so what item is at space with this slow? It's another energy tank. Wow.
Alright, so we're gonna see this cool grapple jump from Elm here.
Almost.
Yeah, it was close. You can see Samus's legs kind of kicking in a different, like, kind of straight outward. Almost frog-like. And there it is.
Very nice. Now he's got to get out of this room.
Bunch of spring ball jumps should do the trick.
Yep. Very similar to the gravity jump trick there, just turning items off and on kind of resets your velocity.
Nice use of freezing that mock droid. And that's it. He's off to not beat the game because he doesn't have enough ammo or charge.
Yeah.
So we are continuing on searching for that charge beam, it seems. I guess he's checking plasma first. We know that gravity is at Meridia Reserve. At this point, or Waterway. It could be at Waterway too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is exactly where it was the last game.
Yep. I mean, he should know that. But at this point, he doesn't really need to go for it.
Yeah, all he needs, as you mentioned just a few minutes ago, is a charge beam, or they need 30 more supers.
It's a lot of supers.
That is a lot of supers.
He's forgone them. Like, he saw them and didn't pick them up on purpose.
Yes. Bet you right about now he's wishing he hadn't done that, but, I mean, he can go back and grab them. He's got all the time in the world.
Hindsight's 20/20, and yeah, he has plenty of time.
And why? Well, gravity cannot be a shack tool, so that's not going to be. Don't think we're going to see shack tool at all here. Or maybe we will. Maybe he'll just.
Well, he might think it's charged, but the thing is, in order to get Spring Ball Suitless, that item, Suitless, is actually ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even think you can do it with just grapple and like jumping around and doing things. You might be able to do it with Spring Ball Jump, knowing that you have Spring Ball. I'm not sure. It's not easy.
Yep, going back to Rex Ship. So we got a statement in the chat. Never understood the white enemies in front of the plasma room, that pile of white sponge thingies or whatever. It's the game's way of showing you what the plasma beam does for you. Because when you first go in there, all you have is Spazer Ice Wave, right? Those beams, even together, will not pass through enemies. So it takes about a dozen shots, I think, to kill that pile of enemies. When you come out with the plasma beam, it only takes 2 or 3 shots because the plasma beam passes through enemies. So that is a pretty nice pretty good game design example of show, don't tell the player.
And that's what this game does a lot of.
Oh yeah.
Sure. And it looks like Elmi is going to check that. Going to get a little revenge here on wrecked ship E-Tank location, which we know, unfortunately for him, will not be charge beam. Yeah, with plasma only, it'll kill him in one shot, but if you have ice on, it'll take 2, basically.
Yeah, that's the ultimate mystery right now, is where is gravity, but let's see here.
The mystery is solved. It's at Meridia Reserve, I think.
Or Waterway.
Waterway, yeah. I keep forgetting that. Okay, it is a mystery. I was wrong. I don't think he's gonna check. I don't think he's gonna check it though. He'll probably find the Edikun E-Tank location first, unless he's going for 100%.
Hundo!
In which case, he needs to get back to Meridia and a bunch of Norfair locations, I guess.
Well, we're not saying he needs gravity. We're just wondering where the heck it is.
Right.
What he does need, though, is ammo. Or
And this is a step in the right direction.
Sure.
At least he can come up here to Gauntlet and get the 2 Gauntlet missile items.
Yep.
Which hopefully will be supers, and that can help him. He can go to Brinstar. There's Wave, of course. We saw Wild pick that up earlier, but wasn't able to escape with it.
Right.
But then he can go to Brinstar Reserve area and pick up some more ammo, because he skipped that location as well.
Oh no, he misses the double pickup. Not that it matters, they're both missiles. So, lucked out there.
More vanilla for us.
That's right. The vanilla is strong in this one.
So at this point, he's going to find charge before he has to worry about any ammo, but he is probably going to do this reserve location first, which is going to delay things even further. No problem.
I'd like to see him do Spore Spawn. Just, you know, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, you got to kill all the bosses while you're in the area.
Yeah, why not? I say he should kill Spore Spawn.
I mean, nothing's stopping him, really.
That's right. Well, here we go. There it is.
And that's go mode for Elm. Not that we really didn't think it was going to happen.
Right.
But he's probably kicking himself. He's like, why did I skip all of this? Everything I needed was here.
Yeah, Brinstar was money this seed. It was Varia, Charge, what else?
It was very
Plasma.
charge, high jump, plasma.
Yeah, high jump.
Yep.
How much does he want that slowest victory trophy? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. What is that record anyway? Currently, the slowest victory is 2 hours, 53 minutes, 40 seconds.
He'll have to take a long break if he wants that. I don't think he's going for it. I mean, honestly, his time isn't that bad. I mean, he's probably going to end here with, you know, close to a 120, maybe a little over. It's not too shabby, considering like the amount of stuff he skipped and had to backtrack and go get, and the suitless Meridia traversal, which he executed beautifully. He's fortunately getting a bunch of supers here. I mean, he has a good number of missiles, but the supers help a lot.
Yeah. But he's got charge beam, so as well.
Mother Brain 1.
All right, come on, Elminster, give us a baby skip, just for the heck of it.
got everything he needs to make it happen.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I think he has all the majors but gravity, which is pretty funny.
Hey, don't forget Spazer.
Okay, he forgot to pick up Spazer. I don't know if he forgot. He couldn't pick up Spazer while he was there, nor did he really want it, probably.
Alright, no baby skip. That's alright, though.
I consider Spazer a minor item anyway.
Alrighty. Got everything he needs to take out Mother Brain.
Interestingly, took off Varia.
Yeah.
And screw
Yeah,
attack, of course, for this Zeb glitch. I guess he just wants to take the damage quicker when he's going through this fight.
He's gonna do the speed booster skip. Oh, no he's not.
Guess this is just a backup strat.
Yep. There it goes.
Easy every time.
Alright, there we go.
Oh my god. Elm, please! Why you take off all the beams? And your suit? Casual 300 shots for Mother Brain, no problem.
Is it really 300 shots?
I think it is? I might be wrong.
Be right back, 4 minutes. It is 300 shots, okay. Assuming that he remembers to charge some of them.
Oh, Elm.
No, he's just doing it because why not?
And Wild just slides in with the dot done.
So you think he's going to kill the animals?
He might kill them instead.
Yeah.
But I think he's really gonna kill them.
Yeah, I think he's gonna affirmatively kill them this time.
Going to ensure that their existence is not welcome.
Yeah. Their brain will die of old age.
Man, he got hit. Without a suit here, everything does ridiculous amounts of damage.
Oh, yeah. Has anybody been counting? I haven't been. And, yes, Steffi's like 45. No, please tell me it's more than 45. Holy heck. Between 1 and Texas.
So how are things going, Ryu? You having a good time?
Well, you know?
Yeah. How's life? Everything good? Having a good weekend?
I am having a good weekend, you know? It's, you know, did some Super Castlevania commentary this morning, ran the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past weekly rando, and finishing it up with some delicious and delectable Super Metroid item randomizer tournament. Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty fantastic day.
It does. It has been so far. Weather's pretty good. At least where I am in Texas, it's pretty good.
I was about to say, I was like, don't you live in Texas? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
man.
in El Paso, so you might as well be New Mexico.
Fair enough. But man, that is a rough hurricane coming.
Absolutely, and so you know, to all of our viewers, friends or family in that area, our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you.
Absolutely.
Man, I went and got all serious there for a minute, but I guess it needed to be said.
I mean, it's a serious hurricane, that's for sure.
Yeah. You know, I forgot. If Elminster had told us he was going to be doing this particular Mother Brain strategy, I would have grabbed my copy of War and Peace and read it for everybody.
I can go get a dictionary.
I mean, sure. I mean, if we want to make sure that everybody's put to sleep quickly. Call me Ishmael. Oh, good old Moby Dick. It's tough time to have it sent to me from Arizona or from Amazon. Let's discuss Final Fantasy.
We got some catch up. This is a good sign.
Yeah.
We're almost there, guys.
Incoming wipe at 299 shots.
Let's cheer on Elminster to the finish line here. Go, Elminster, go!
If he gets hit with a catch, he can survive a hit with the ketchup beam, right?
Yeah, I believe so. He has some in reserves, and he can always turn area back on.
Meanwhile, our tracker is messing with the tracker over here.
He's having some fun. Shoutouts to Cheaty Face for helping out with the tracker.
Indeed.
Show some love in the chat for Cheaty Face. Rocking that tracker.
Because tracker's a lot more difficult job than you think it is. But we'll go ahead and take this opportunity to remind everybody that we still have at 9 p.m. tonight on Speed Gaming, we have the Link to the Past entrance randomizer, or entrance shuffle randomizer over on Speed Gaming, while on Speed Gaming 2 we have the Final Fantasy randomizer. And somewhere in here, I believe we have a Castlevania 4 match going on Speed Gaming 2 at the moment.
Ooh, exciting stuff. Awesome stuff. And there it is, guys.
All right.
We made it through.
Of death.
Well done, Elminster. Showing us how it's done. Oh, you're not gonna do stand up after all that? Those rockin' charge shots?
Of course not. He can't stand up. He has to take a bow.
Fair enough.
Yep. This is the mother brain fight for sure. Mercifully, this one is about to be over.
Slow and steady wins the race, I guess.
I guess
Moral
so.
of this one. Unnecessarily slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. Notice he's already lost 2 energy tanks from the refill.
It doesn't take a lot when you just got power suit on.
Yeah.
This fight. There goes another tank.
Yep.
Pop.
All right, well, as we run through the escape here, this will be our last time to remind you to follow Speed Gaming, follow Speed Gaming 2 here on Twitch. Talk about the upcoming races that we have later on Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2. Make sure you follow WildAnaconda69 and Elminster here on Twitch as well. They're putting in the work, and even though Wild Anaconda did lose this match 2-0, he showed some amazing skill. You saw it. So both of these guys putting in some serious work. Give them a follow here as well.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate break for Wild there. Like, he had Ridley dead.
Without a
But
doubt.
Ridley's tail was like, no sir, you're not taking me down without a fight, and that got him.
For those that are saying save the animals, it's impossible to save the animals.
Well, we'll see if Elminster can pull this off.
Oh, is he gonna do it with one speed booster? Oh wow!
Well, I mean, the Decora knows something about speed boosting, so
Yeah.
can kind of block your attack there.
The odds he moonwalks to the ship, 0. He doesn't have moonwalk turned on. All right,
There he goes.
It is. Mercifully, this one is over. Elminster wins the match with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, 56 seconds. GG's to Elminster. He wins this match 2-0. He will advance in the winner's bracket of this tournament. WildAnaconda69 down to the loser's bracket, where I'm sure a lot of people in that bracket are quite unhappy at this point.
Oh yeah, but Elminster will be up against the winner of Galamaz versus Oats and Goats.
Ooh.
So keep your eyes peeled for that matchup. I'm sure it'll be happening sometime soon, in the next week or two. And that should be a spicy matchup, no matter who comes out ahead.
Spicy.
And I think Wild Anaconda is going to be taking a little bit of a break, a little breather here for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
collecting himself, and then he'll be facing off against it could be anyone really. There's a bunch of different matches that need to take place before he'll have to face off against anyone.
Yeah, so now we get to see where in the heck Gravity was.
Yeah, really amazing that the developers have added in all the stats and stuff. Really cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoutouts to the tournament organizers there.
And of course, Feasel and Mythical
Without a
helping run
doubt.
all this. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without them.
15.5 minutes indoors. $310 charge shots.
I wonder where most of those were, guys.
I wonder
don't
where that
know.
happened. All right, let's see. Plasma beam, Varia, gravity suit, Meridia Reserve. You called it, Alucard.
There it is. He could have just jumped down there and picked it up. Man, what a seed. That's a pretty crazy seed to have gravity and
Absolutely.
Meridia Reserve. That does not happen very often.
Not at all.
But congratulations to Elminster walking away with a win in this match, and great showing by both players. And let's get some Deer Force hype in here.
Dear horse. All right, so we will. Are we going to be turning this over to Castlevania, or are our viewers going to have to wait until 9 p.m. Eastern? Okay, no. So, Speed Gaming 2 is now in the middle of a race between Fuzzy Logic and Chaucer. They are neck and neck in Chandelier Room at the moment. So please support them. But at 9 o'clock Eastern tonight, this channel will be showing the Link to the Past entrance shuffle randomizer, whereas Speed Gaming 2 will be showing the Final Fantasy randomizer. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fantastic race. Obviously, not the way any one of us wanted to watch it, and least of all, WildAnaconda69, but some amazing play from both players there. I'm glad to have commentated it. So I am Phantom Ryu, signing off for the night. I will give Alex 2004 the last word. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Ryu, for some awesome commentary. Cheaty Face, thank you for running the tracker. Feasel and Mythical, thank you guys for running everything behind the scenes. And of course, Wild Anaconda and Elminster with some awesome races. I'm Alucard signing off. I will see you guys next mission. Peace out.